For generations in Britain, funerals have meant burial or cremation, earth or fire, tradition or flame. But as we become more eco-conscious, a new option is emerging: water cremation or alkaline hydrolysis. This process, already making headlines, promises a gentler farewell for both people and the planet. Major UK funeral providers are ready to offer it as soon as the law allows, signaling a major shift in how we say goodbye. The debate is on: can water truly offer a more respectful, sustainable end? And are we ready to embrace it? The nickname "boil in a bag" is misleading, and it can conjure up some pretty unsettling images. But in reality, this term is a misrepresentation of a much more dignified and scientific process. What people are actually referring to is something called water cremation, or more formally, alkaline hydrolysis. This is a modern, environmentally conscious alternative to traditional flame-based cremation or burial. Water cremation is a controlled, scientific process that takes place in a specialized facility, often overseen by trained professionals. It's not a crude or careless method, but rather a carefully monitored procedure that uses advanced technology to ensure everything is handled with respect and precision. Alkaline hydrolysis works by combining water, heat, and a gentle alkaline solution, usually potassium hydroxide, to accelerate the natural process of decomposition. Over several hours, this solution breaks down soft tissue, leaving only the bones behind. The process is similar to what would happen naturally in the earth, but it's much faster and takes place in a controlled environment. The body is placed in a biodegradable shroud and gently laid inside a pressurized steel vessel. Despite the nickname, there's no actual boiling involved. The temperature is carefully regulated, much lower than boiling point, to ensure a gentle transformation. The vessel is sealed and the process begins with the utmost care taken at every step. The entire experience is serene and efficient, far removed from the dramatic or harsh imagery that the nickname might suggest. Families can rest assured that their loved one is treated with dignity throughout, and the process itself is quiet and unobtrusive. At its core, this isn't about cooking or boiling. It's about chemistry and respect. The process returns the body to its most basic elements, creating a liquid that can be safely returned to the environment and bone fragments that can be processed into a fine white powder, similar to traditional cremated remains. It's a gentle, eco-friendly way to honor a life and support the cycle of renewal in nature. The result is a modern, water-based alternative to fire cremation, one that's quietly revolutionizing the funeral industry. It uses less energy, produces fewer emissions, and offers families a new choice that aligns with their values, especially for those who are environmentally conscious. Ultimately, water cremation is a sophisticated, gentle transformation. Nothing like the name implies. It's a process rooted in science, compassion, and a deep respect for both the individual and the planet, offering a peaceful return to nature. Let's walk through the process of water cremation, also known as alkaline hydrolysis, step by step. This innovative method offers a gentle, environmentally friendly alternative to traditional flame-based cremation, using the natural power of water and alkali to return the body to its basic elements. The process begins with the body being respectfully prepared and wrapped in a biodegradable shroud or simple casket. This ensures that every part of the process is as eco-conscious as possible. The body is then placed inside a specially designed, sealed stainless steel chamber, which is built to withstand both heat and pressure. Next, the chamber is filled with a carefully measured solution made up of 95% water and 5% potassium hydroxide, a gentle alkali. This solution is then heated to approximately 150 degrees Celsius, while the chamber is pressurized to prevent boiling. The combination of heat, pressure, and alkali accelerates the natural process of decomposition, breaking down the body's tissues in a controlled, respectful environment. Over the course of 4 to 6 hours, the solution gently dissolves all soft tissue, including organs and skin, leaving behind only the mineral components of the bones. This process is much like what naturally occurs in the earth over many years, but here it happens in a matter of hours, in a clean and controlled setting. Any medical implants, such as pacemakers, artificial joints, or dental fillings, remain completely intact throughout the process. These are carefully removed from the chamber and sent for recycling, ensuring that even these materials are handled responsibly and sustainably. The remaining liquid, which is sterile and free of DNA, consists mostly of water and naturally occurring salts. This liquid is safely released into the local wastewater system, where it is further treated and returned to the environment, completing a cycle that is both safe and sustainable. The bones, now clean and brittle, are carefully removed from the chamber. They are then dried and processed into a fine white powder, very similar in appearance and texture to the ashes produced by traditional cremation. This powder is what is commonly referred to as cremated remains, or ashes. Finally, these remains are respectfully placed in an urn or container of the family's choosing and returned to loved ones. This completes a gentle, eco-conscious cycle that honors both the individual and the planet, offering families a meaningful and sustainable way to say goodbye. Water cremation's biggest selling point is its environmental impact. Traditional burial uses non-sustainable materials and toxic chemicals, while flame cremation burns fossil fuels and emits significant CO2. Water cremation uses 90% less energy than flame cremation, produces no direct greenhouse gases, and releases only sterile liquid into the water system. There's no smoke, no mercury, and no land use or soil contamination. For those who've lived sustainably, it's a way to leave a lighter final footprint. It's a fundamental shift, a farewell that's gentle on the earth as well as the soul. Water cremation offers a truly green alternative at life's end. Water cremation isn't just a British idea, it's a global trend. Nearly 30 US states, several Canadian provinces, and even South Africa have legalized it, with families choosing it for its environmental and gentle approach. Ireland opened Europe's first water cremation facility in 2023, proving it works in a European context. These countries have set safety standards and seen public acceptance grow. The UK can learn from their experience, adopting best practices and easing public concerns. The world is moving beyond burial and fire. Britain is poised to join this sustainable shift. The question is no longer if, but when. Cost matters. So how does water cremation compare? In the US and Ireland, it's priced similarly to flame cremation, often between £1,200 and £4,000. The technology is expensive to install, but running costs are lower due to reduced energy use. Funeral providers plan to keep prices competitive, making it accessible for most families. The choice will come down to values, not just cost. When it arrives in the UK, expect water cremation to be a mainstream, affordable option. It's about offering a meaningful choice, not a luxury. Supporters love water cremation for its environmental gentleness and peaceful process. It avoids the carbon emissions of fire and the land use of burial, offering a final act of responsibility for the planet. Many find comfort in the symbolism of water, a serene, natural transformation. It's practical too. No land shortage and medical implants can be easily recycled. For a crowded, eco-conscious UK, it's a smart solution. Most importantly, it's about choice, giving families a new, modern way to say goodbye. Supporters don't want to replace tradition, just expand it. It's a progressive step for a changing society. Not everyone is convinced. Critics raise concerns about dignity, tradition, and the yuck factor. The idea of dissolving a loved one and releasing the liquid into the sewer feels undignified to some. Religious and cultural beliefs often emphasize burial or fire as sacred, making water cremation a tough sell. Language matters. Calling it effluent or waste can feel impersonal and harsh. Rituals around death provide comfort and continuity. Changing them can feel disruptive. For many, environmental benefits don't outweigh the emotional and cultural costs. The debate is about more than science. It's about meaning, memory, and respect. Tradition is powerful, and change takes time. The main barrier to water cremation in the UK is legal, not technical. While the technology for water cremation, also known as alkaline hydrolysis, has been proven safe and effective in other countries, the UK's laws have not yet caught up. This means that despite growing interest and the clear environmental benefits, funeral providers are unable to offer this service until the legal framework is updated. The process is currently in a kind of limbo, with many watching and waiting for the government to make its move. Without clear regulations, funeral homes and water companies can't move forward. Funeral directors are eager to provide families with more sustainable choices, but they're held back by uncertainty. Water companies, too, need guidance on how to safely manage the byproducts of the process. Until the law is clarified, both industries are left in a holding pattern, unable to invest in new equipment or training. This legal uncertainty not only slows innovation, but also limits the options available to grieving families. The Law Commission is reviewing the rules, aiming to modernize funeral law and open the door to new options. Their work involves consulting with experts, religious groups, environmentalists, and the public to ensure that any changes are thoughtful and inclusive. The goal is to create a legal framework that supports innovation while respecting tradition and public values. This review is a crucial step, as it could pave the way for water cremation to become a legal and accepted part of British funerals. Public acceptance is the real test. Education and open conversation will be key. Many people are unfamiliar with water cremation, and some may have concerns or misconceptions about the process. Open forums, public seminars, and honest discussions can help address these questions, allowing communities to make informed choices. As more people learn about the environmental benefits and gentle nature of water cremation, acceptance is likely to grow. But it will take time, patience, and a willingness to listen to different perspectives. If legalized, water cremation will give families a third major choice, sparking deeper reflection on values and legacy. For some, the decision may be about environmental impact. For others, it could be about personal beliefs or family traditions. The availability of water cremation could prompt important conversations about what it means to honor a loved one's life and memory. It's not just about choosing a method, it's about considering what matters most at the end of life. Funeral directors will become guides, helping people navigate new options. Their role will expand beyond logistics to include education and support, as they help families understand the differences between burial, fire cremation, and water cremation. By offering compassionate guidance, funeral professionals can empower families to make choices that truly reflect their values and wishes. The future could see burial, fire, and water side by side. More choice, more meaning. Imagine a world where families can choose the farewell that feels right for them, whether that's a traditional burial, a flame-based cremation, or a gentle return to nature through water. This diversity of options could lead to more personalized, meaningful goodbyes, and a deeper sense of connection to both tradition and innovation. Water cremation isn't just a new technology, it's a catalyst for rethinking how we say goodbye. As Britain stands on the brink of change, the conversation about water cremation is really a conversation about the future of funerals, about choice, sustainability, and the ways we honor life's final chapter. The journey to legalization is about more than law. It's about shaping a